Hey guys, I ain't gonna be on long, child. Oh, shout out to my subs for always just being the GOAT. I'm gonna wait and give y'all the opportunity to start getting the notifications and coming in. I don't see nobody. Okay, I see four people. I'm scared to say what I'm gonna have to do is hey love, what is going on? Hey, you guys. I was trying to screenshot it. I sure hope that my subscribers, my phone just would not act right. What I should have did was just took my other phone and recorded it since the phone wouldn't screen record. I just was not thinking, like, I was in shock. We're gonna give some more people the opportunity to come in. Y'all, what's going on? Why is the police all of a sudden messing with any and everybody affiliated with Young Dolph's people? We already know Key Glock be way out the way. And now all of a sudden, look like they're gonna give Glock a ticket for marijuana, but the other dude going up for a warrant. Wow. I heard the last thing I heard, before he asked Key Glock for his did he put it on his Facebook too? Because his Instagram got stuck when they asked for his phone number. I think he turned his phone off because he was getting ready to give. I heard him giving the 901 area code, so he's probably getting ready to give his mother's number or something, and he turned the phone off. He was in the back of the car. What I heard the officer say is that, well, we don't have anything on you. We just probably gonna get you for your windows being tinted too dark. He said, huh? So, hey, Michelle. Oh, he paused the live. Is he on? Is he back on now? Because when I try to go back on, I don't see it. He paused it before he ended it. That's weird. Like, it's really weird to me. The feds bust in on Beolil Kenny and them, and now all of a sudden they got Key Glock. I hope somebody got it. The whole thing screen recorded. Did anybody screen record that? The whole thing. They said the other guy got a warrant that was with him, so they're gonna take the other guy to jail. Because, like I said, the last thing I heard was I came in at the end right before they asked for his phone number. One of my subscribers had said, Miss T, they got Key Glock arrested. Oh, Mr. Rogers got it. Let me see. I hope he put it on his YouTube. He ain't put it up yet. Paper Rock Rogers hadn't put it up. Let me see if he's got it on his Instagram. Yeah, it seems weird to me. I'm just serious. It seems weird. Let's see, Paper Rock Rogers. has not put it up yet. He ain't put it up yet. I don't see it. Hold on.
You had to hate cause you were broke, nigga. That's the only way you can get attention, boy. You were broke, boy. Now you hating on dog, nigga. You a bitch. Hey, hey. That big head down syndrome looking motherfucker hate on everybody from the city to get some real money. You start out hating on 3-6, nigga, and they would have the Oscars and shit, nigga. You had to hate cause you were broke, nigga. That's the only way you can get attention, boy. You were broke, boy. Now you hating on dog, nigga. I'm smoking some shit that better than everything in this month.
Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to. Paper Route Rogers hadn't put it up yet. Dog it. Y'all, what's going on? I don't believe in coincidences. I don't remember something similar. Glock got to be careful riding with folks that's dirty. I ain't riding with nobody that's got warrants. Maybe he didn't know he probably didn't know that they had warrants. Like I said, I heard him tell, because I caught the end, because I was trying to screenshot. I heard he asked him something. He told me you'll probably be taken to be processed. And he said, we really don't have anything on you other than, your windows are too dark. He said, huh? That's the last thing I heard. He said, huh? And then he asked him for his phone number. And I heard him give the 901 area code. And then that was it. So, I mean, hey, just like BEO Lil Kenny says, something do seem fishy. Something do seem fishy. I mean, like, I don't know what's going on. It seems like something is happening to try to throw them off their game. Now, Glock, it seems like he might be in Florida. He might be out in Florida somewhere. That's what I thought I heard him say. Sandy Springs. That's Atlanta. I think Sandy Springs is Atlanta or something like that. Great Face says, then they tried to say, let me see Sandy Springs. He might have a show out there. Okay, yeah, that is it. That's like around Atlanta. Georgia, or California. Because he looks like he's in. He had posted something last. It looks like he's in California though. It's north of ATL, right outside of city limits. Hold on one second. He says, I'll go. She says, I'll go back to see if it's still showing. He had to end it when they asked for his number. They told him they pulled him over for his tent, but smelled weed, so they gave them probable cause to search the car. They found a little bit of weed. He asked how much, and the cop told him like 3.5. Glock said, "No, you want to bet me? It's not that much." He's in Atlanta. I also heard the cop say something about some guns, but I caught the end of the convo. Wow. So it seemed like to me they trying to plant something on him. I mean that's weird. It's a lot of people ride around because I think Key Glock had posted that he's got a show in Atlanta. Hold on, let me see. Hold on, she says he didn't post it, but he had his phone with him in the back of the car. So I'm sure he's called his family to let them know. I don't know. People are saying it looks like they're gonna lock him up. They said something about they're gonna lock him up. Hold on, I'm trying to look at his page. I don't know. Listen, I was looking at some rappers today. I ain't gonna even tell no lie. Since that stuff happened with BEO Lil Kenny, I was looking at a rapper today, child, and he looks like he was picking his teeth like um hold on, let me see something. Key Glock posted 18 hours ago. I mean, that's that black truck. Look like they're in California. I don't know if there's a Sandy Springs, California, but it could be Atlanta. Maybe they was in California yesterday. I don't know. But they not charging him for that. Okay, they're not charging him for that. Glock should know what weed he had on him. Do y'all think somebody putting the folks on him? I know somebody more than likely, in my opinion. You don't know what you're talking about. Get off of my page, Kobe. I don't hold on, let me see something. Get off of my page. Let's see. Kobe Tivo. Kobe Tivo. I be wanting to see. I tell you what, you banned. So what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to go get one of your other pages, Kobe Tivo, because we know you a sick, twisted freak. You're gonna have to go and log in up under one of your other pages. Okay. I know you want me to cuss you out and call you all kinds of B's and H's and let you know you ain't shit and you was good for nothing and your mama should have swallowed you and all that. But I'm not gonna do it like that. Okay. Um, anyways. Hold on, y'all. You guys make sure y'all hit the like button. Okay. So it seems like I said, I don't believe in coincidences. Okay. So are they letting Key Glock go? Because I heard with my own ears, I heard him say, if they get you for anything, they was waiting on somebody, it's probably gonna be for your windows being tinted too dark. He said, huh? So I mean, and then it paused, okay. Y'all jokers trolling. Just don't give up, y'all clowns, for real life. For real, get a life. Right, get a life. I mean, and I've been on 14 minutes, so that means that they have their notification bell on, and they jump on one of their fake pages and come over here and start trolling. Okay, go on. So, yeah, like I said, I don't believe in coincidences. This could have been a coincidence. Maybe his windows were too dark, but with everything that's going on, I mean, I why would they pull him over just because his windows are too dark? And then the young man that's in the car with him now, I don't know if that's a young man that be in the that ride with him quite a bit. They run his information. They say he has a warrant. J Rip on the way. FTO. They stopped them for some little gas. The police petty. I'm telling y'all, that man not sitting for no little ass gas. Key Glock offered to pay right on the spot. They ain't want him to. They want J Rip. Why you think they want J Rip? Is J Rip part of Key Glock security? Um, Hard to say at Cypress TV who you think. Maybe someone with presidential connections. Tamara, the other side is. That's what I think. I mean, that's what I think. I don't believe in coincidences. I don't believe in coincidences. It seemed like something is a little weird. I was looking at a video Moneybag posted. Moneybag looked like he on some little snake stuff, but I don't know. So I have to say allegedly, teeth and stuff all showing and looking evil. Um, that's Key Glock. Oh, okay. So that's Key Glock's best friend. So he's always with Key Glock. So I mean, so let's just give a scenario because we don't know. It could have been. I don't believe in coincidences, but let's just say that somebody called the folks on them or having the people to mess with them. Okay. If that's so, Key Glock has to be extra careful because that would mean that they got somebody watching him, right? They got somebody watching him because people do it all the time. There's this vehicle, it's going northbound, such and such. They'll call the police and the person got a warrant. I'm sure they know J Rip's name. The person in the car with them got a warrant. Y'all already know what's going on. They just tried to get them boys in Miami. They couldn't down there, had to get them somewhere. So they was messing with them in Miami. So like I said, BEO Lil Kenny said that the feds, came in the studio on them yesterday, and he said something seems fishy. Okay. He said that something seems fishy, and it do. Something do seem fishy. So hey, this is what I've come to the conclusion of. You have to think about when the people that they start messing with, because like last year, they had the folks messing with Kenny Money. I do believe if Kenny Money and them had not been recording, I don't know. I just believe they had planned on doing something to them. They was gonna try to handicap him. See, it's really obvious. I mean, these are the types of games that they play. Dolph been telling y'all somebody puts the police on folks. I don't know who it is, but somebody doing it. I hope Key Glock is safe. He's supposed to be here next week in North Carolina. So they going after everybody that they would consider a threat. BEO Lil Kenny, they see going up. Y'all already know they've been wanting to try to get Key Glock. The thing that bothers me about that, if that is what happened, that they put the folks on Key Glock, that would mean Key Glock needs to be very careful because that would mean they got somebody watching him. So I'm sure he keeps a lot of security and stuff around him and all that. Recipe Young Dog says, no cap, Miss T, you already know what's going. That's why Key Glock went live. He ain't dumb. They be trying to get them boys. I told y'all, I've been said this, and I've been saying it now for a long time. These younger dudes, they want to make them guilt them into they want to guilt them into talking about you a snitch, you this, and that. They try to make them feel guilty while they putting the police on them. They be playing a different game. As I always said, like I said in my other video, my dad used to always say it ain't no fairness in war. All people want to do is soften you up, right? All they want to do is soften you up so you can let your guards down while they slam dunk on you in every way. My dad used to always say this, right? He said he remembered listening to a basketball player. I believe it was not Dennis Rodman, or Charles Barkley or somebody had said years ago that the way that Michael Jordan was able to get them dudes, they was a little fanned out. They said Michael Jordan, what he would do was he would dap them up, and he would, he had a charming personality. He was softening them up. It could have been one of them coaches. And then he would come out there and do and slam dunk on them. They didn't want to foul him. They didn't want to hit him too hard. They didn't want to do that because he had, they were so fanned out. He had, softened them up, got their guards down, talking to them, smiling at them on the court, and all of that, right? And so that's kind of similar what they do to some of these young boys. Although they're not smiling at them, what they try to do is make them feel guilty. Oh, you the police, you this, you that, and they be popping them up, sending folks to take them out. All they want them to do is feel shame and and not say anything, not go to the police. All while they going to the police, getting them taken out. If they can't take them out one way, they execs or they managers and all of that. They hiring private investigators to follow them everywhere and running background checks and stuff on anybody that's around them. This nigga got a warrant. Okay, we'll get them pulled over for that. We'll get him messed with. He got a show. They keeping up with their schedules and everything. So what they need to do is be very meticulous. Like I said, them dudes been playing another game. Okay, Dolph been saying it. Young Dolph been said it. They'll make you feel shame about doing the very thing that they do. Okay. And we already know, we already broke what's going here first. What the bloggers do and lie. But J Rip on the way, this stuff is light. Ooh, child. Like I said, it's sad. Hey, maybe it's a coincidence. Maybe, the windows were too dark. I don't know. But like I said, I just don't believe in coincidences when it is consecutive. Yesterday, something happened to Beolil Kenny and them. Today, something happening to Key Glock, and Key Glock, in shock. Like I said, I heard, I caught it at the end. I heard him say, "Well, we don't, Mr. Kathy, we don't have anything on you. If you go and be processed, it's gonna be because your windows are tinted too dark." He said, "Huh?" I heard him say that. He said, "Huh?" TB21 says, have them snipers around at all times if they try something. Child. Anyways, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. I mean, it's crazy, but I do want them to be careful. Like I said, I guess they feel like at this point we can't get them. Can't take them out physically because they already know the people watching them. Um, so we'll just put the people on them. Okay, we'll just put the people on them. It's sad. Renika says they're taking all of the weapons. And see, that's another thing too. They know that those guys have to ride around. That's why they have to get they gotta get armed security. Because if they getting them pulled over, they got them little dudes with them, they got warrants, and they take their weapons. Well, that's handicap in them. They're trying to disarm them so that they can, be unprepared for anything that could happen. Because somebody just said Key Glock do have a show in North Carolina tomorrow. So I thought that Key Glock, because when I've seen, we know at certain situations, I know at certain times he seems to have heavy armed security, professional security. That's what they're just gonna have to keep that around them at all times, right? Because when people start putting the folks on you. And you got to go get processed, and you got to do this. That's messing with your money when you late for shows and all of that. That's right, armed security and registered gun owners. Because, like I said, it ain't no fairness in war. And they disarm these little dudes by making them think it is an abomination to talk to the police the whole time. They getting their lives messed up. Like I said, they playing another game. Okay. Sounds like a shakedown for Juke. Well, then if that's what it is, they need to go get the people that did that to Juke because they didn't do that. Michael Baker. I hate that happened to Juke. I do, but surely, I mean, they didn't do that. So what y'all think? Uh oh, okay. They said they told him they had to take him. Somebody just sent me a message saying the police told Key Glock they had to take him to jail. So they did arrest him. They told him they had to take him to jail. That's what the message somebody just sent me. Hey Al Prophet. Shout out to Al Prophet. And he's a member. I didn't know that. Um, a lot of feds retire and do PI and or security work. Glock should hire one or two. Yeah, he's gonna have to keep one on payroll. One or two on payroll at all times. At all times. Um, that way they take in them guns to look for the body. Them boys ain't even worried about. I know it's weird that all of this happened when when these albums and stuff get ready to drop. Now somebody told me yesterday that Finesse was in Memphis, and I did see where he was giving his had taken his children. Shout out to Al Prophet, and I see he's a member. Shout out to Al Prophet. Somebody had told me that well, I saw Finesse in Memphis. He went and visited his children and took them. um I don't know, Demetria. I'm gonna have to look into that. He had taken his children some toys and some more stuff. Now I saw that, but but somebody told me yesterday that Finesse was over in their hoods, like he was, which he's from South Memphis also, and they said they felt like he was trying to lure them to do something because the feds was already lingering around. I don't know. So they're gonna have to, they're just gonna need to make sure they walk on a tightrope, keep their head on swivel, and they see the types of games. This ain't nothing new. I mean, this has been happening for years. This same thing was happening to Young Dolph, and we saw with our own eyes. The same thing was happened to Kenny Money last year at the awards when they was in California. Then they tried to lie. They tried to put into the atmosphere and lie and say that Kenny Money and them did that. They wanted some publicity. See, that's the type of stuff that they do. That's the same thing that they said about Young Dolph. That Young Dolph had somebody to shoot him. I mean, I heard Gotti say this with my own ears. He said, "Well, I feel like his van gets shot up. He gets shot. That's a publicity stunt. Ain't nobody trying to that you can say a record." Charlemagne the God says, "No, somebody is definitely trying to take out Young Dolph because they would. I don't believe that he would do that to himself for a publicity stunt." So then that's the same thing that they said last year about Kenny Money. And you can look at Kenny Money's face when the police had them arrested, and you could tell that they were in shock. And I started seeing the fear on their face because they was like, wait a minute, what's going on? Where this car go? Like it had gotten weird. So I'm glad that they recorded that. I think at some point the police realized that they was recording it. But what was so weird is you had photographers out there taking pictures. You have photographers out there taking pictures. So, like I said, I don't believe in coincidences like that. Finesse know them boys ain't in Memphis. Michael Baker says CMG the police. Kevin Felder says, I just finished watching your joint with Big Stretch Dog. Very important. I like Al Prophet's videos. He talk a lot about mafia situations, and I appreciate him because he sure gives the channel a shout out. I appreciate that. I go over there and watch his stuff too because I love those mafia documentaries for real. He does a very good job. Kevin Felder says salute to Al Prophet. Yeah. You guys make sure y'all hit the like button. So y'all, do y'all think that this is just coincidental? What y'all think, or do y'all think that somebody after them? I mean, they don't have to make it that obvious. I mean, to me, it's obvious. Y'all don't have to believe what I believe, but I think something is wrong. I think something is wrong. Key Glock is definitely the bag. Now, Key Glock out of all people, Key Glock is always out of the way. He's quiet and he is out of the way. And so what Key Glock does is when he flex, he puts his music out. He sell out his shows. That's how he flex, by getting his bag. So it seems like, you know, they're going after him. No, there's somebody after them. I think so too. And that's just my personal opinion. I think so too. It has happened 2 consecutive days. I think so too. Paula says Finesse is a whole hot mess out here. There is something about him just makes my energy off. All of a sudden, and it is strange. All of a sudden, Finesse, who was extremely quiet, and y'all know I was a cheerleader for Finesse. I was, you know, especially when he first got out. I mean, I was talking about how hard he was, and I can't take away from his talent. He is talented, but you know, when Honeycomb Brazy and him were going back and forwards, hey, I listen, I felt like there should have been a conversation because Honeycomb Brazy does seem like a real dude. Okay. Honeycomb Brazy, you could tell, ain't selfish. It's a lot of dudes out there that's so selfish. And I was appreciating what Honeycomb Brazy was doing for it, not only for Mobile, but for his whole state. That dude got out hungry just like Finesse did. And he was carrying Alabama on his shoulder. That ain't right what happened to Honeycomb Brazy. And somebody set Honeycomb Brazy up because Honeycomb Brazy said it. Right? They made him recant his statement, but then he turned around and reiterated it again. And he been consistently putting it out. He didn't do him right. Because Honeycomb Brazy, if he felt like Finesse didn't mess with him after he had, you know, extended an olive branch for him, and I guess they said gave him an alley hoop or whatever they call it. Okay. Then yeah, I mean, you know, when people say, well, you know, don't nobody owe you nothing, for Honeycomb Brazy didn't owe him nothing, but he helped that dude. So if he feel like, man, you didn't do me right, that would have been a perfect opportunity for Finesse to sit down and have a conversation with that dude and say, look, I know you helped me. Hey, if I did you wrong, it was this and that, but I apologize for that. But he didn't know how to do it. He didn't know how to do it because he knew that he was wrong. So Honeycomb Brazy had every right to feel a certain way about him. He did. I would have felt a certain way. Honeycomb Brazy wasn't looking for Finesse to give him anything because when Honeycomb Brazy got out, that dude he went straight up. Honeycomb Brazy was blazing. You could have lit a cigarette with him just by touching his arm because he was so hot. So then, you know, Honeycomb Brazy was just kind of making light of it. He was making jokes, but he was doing his thing. I don't think because when Honeycomb Brazy was going at Finesse, it was just more so fun. Okay. So if your feelings that easy to be hurt, you don't need to be in the industry. But I think it was the mere fact that Honeycomb was going up. He was definitely competition. Honeycomb didn't want to play by the rules of I guess he started distancing himself from mob ties, and they set that boy up and had that boy sent back to jail. That is my analysis of it. They did him dirty, and they wrong for that. Now all of a sudden Finesse got a lot to say. Finesse wrong, because when Finesse got out, all of us was supporting him the long way. I know I was, when people talking about, well, Finesse snitching, this, and that, and they were coming all on my page. I was cussing them out like 40 going north. What you think about Finesse snitching? I said, not a mother effing thing. Okay? I'm not gonna talk bad about him on my page, but they didn't do Brazy right, and he ain't doing this right. Now all of a sudden he got a lot to say. He wasn't saying nothing when Brazy was out. Yeah, folks really listen to Honeycomb Brazy. Honeycomb Brazy is hot. Whether anybody listen to him or not, that dude was out. He was out rapping, getting his money up. They ain't had no right to do him like that. They did him dirty. Whether you like him or not, you don't do nobody dirty. Finesse seems like he likes police games. Michael says Hustle Cartel is Snake too. I don't know who that is. All is fair in love and war. Have to be prepared for all the BS. A money bag is where I was looking at money bag. Moneybag had posted something. Let me see if I could pull that up. Okay. And he said he ain't worried about no competition and all of that. And when I looked at him, it was early this morning when I looked at that. When I looked at his face, I said he ain't right. He up for something. He up to something. Notice when they start announcing that they got this, and that coming out, stuff started happening to them and young dudes, so Key Glock and them. Okay, it seemed like to me when Moneybag started posting a lot, something been done happen, because when that stuff happened with the CEO Jizzle, they was posted up with Mob Shad and giving him chains and doing the same thing that he doing now, because Moneybag he seems to be really reserved. Okay, now he doing the most, just like Finesse on the internet. So I mean, they pretty much always get themselves away. So like I said, people be getting mad at me because I say, y'all need to go ahead and just be telling the police this, because I believe that's what I believe in. I ain't no street person anyways. And I always say here, I worked for the damn PD for almost 20 years. I'm getting ready to tell y'all something right now. If I ain't said before, I'm going to tell you now. I worked in Crime Stoppers for all of 3 years. Okay, when we was the one going to do them damn payouts. Okay, most of the murders was solved. But, I'm telling y'all, these folks. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all be playing one game, they be playing another. Okay, so these folks better get wise. They better get wise. Put their music out. Make sure they have the right type of security around them. Okay, legal security. Keep their head on swivel. Because they trying to honeycomb Brazy. That's what we call it now, honeycomb Brazy. They trying to honeycomb Brazy, Beolil Kenny. We look like they was trying to honeycomb Brazy Key Glock. Okay. They said he always shooting nice. Hey, Ronald Grace. So I'm trying to find if Rogers he ain't put out nothing yet. Normally he catch everything. Hold on one second, you guys. I'm gonna see if he put it on his it might be up later. Somebody may have screenshot it and they'll put it up later. Let me see. Oh, okay, here it is. Somebody got a little bit of it, you guys. I found it. Somebody got a little bit of it.
It wasn't even weird at the time.
Just because of the smell of weed. There was just a little bit of weed in the car, in the little bag from Wings. But that's just a ticket.
It's not even. It wasn't even like a no blunt or nothing, was it?
Just a little like 3.5.
It's not no 3.5, bro.
Not a 3.5.
It's been some money.
Shit, man.
That ain't a 3.5.
I don't buy weed, but, maybe with the bag. But that is gonna be a ticket. Hey, what's up, Reddick? Hello? Hey, we're on the turn here on 1900 Piedmont. Yeah, he said 211, so. All right. Yeah, we'll come play after this. We're probably going to have to go to City. All right.
I gotta go to City.
No, not you.
What about me?
Yeah, because you got the warrant. It says they'll pick you up within 50 miles of Sandy Springs, and we're within 50 miles. So they'll probably want you, man.
Oh, for court.
Wow. Let me see. There was somebody that caught just a little bit of it. There was somebody that he caught a little bit of it. I'm trying to see if anybody else did. Hold on. Um, yeah, that's the only little bit that I see that's on the internet at this point. Salute, Miss T. I think Dolph got pulled over around in the same area in Georgia in that yellow Lambo truck. Oh, wow. Yeah, because that's sure Georgia. Real talk with Tamara. Ain't nobody trying to honeycomb braids. BEO Kenny, that nigga put all that incriminating stuff in his music. Listen, all of them be talking about certain stuff in his music. So why BEO Lil Kenny, Moneybag and all of them be doing it? Moneybag ain't got visit from no feds. Finesse puts it in his music. Ain't nobody visited him. So I find that strange that they choose to pick BEO Lil Kenny because he said the feds came in on them yesterday. I don't know. For me, I don't believe in coincidences. I don't believe in coincidences. I don't. But hey, maybe they did pull him. They said they pulled him over because his windows were too dark. Maybe they did. I don't know. I ain't trying to be accusatory because bag them. His folks be getting sensitive, which I wouldn't give a Look, because Moneyback, you keep sending your folks over here. Well, I mean, they gets cussed out. I mean, they gets cussed out like dogs. So I don't know why he keeps sending them, but they did have one to come over here civilized and say, well, why you always have to be saying that about Bag? So I ain't saying that Moneybag had nothing done to them. I'm just saying he seems suspicious to me. Baker says no, they was picking with Key Glock. Diane says, turn my man. Diane said, turn my man loose. Diane, they got him. Somebody done. So Cypress, you don't think that that's coincidental? Do you think it's just a coincidence that that this happened? The feds go in on CEO, BEO Lil Kenny yesterday, and now today they pulled Key Glock over and Moneybag yo picking all at his teeth and grinning, and he's very obvious. It seemed like anytime something happened, he makes his presence on the he makes his he's very present on social media. Hey, Third Coast McQueen. I don't know. I mean, that's just it. It just seems abnormal to me. Abnormal. And like I said, I don't believe in coincidences. It's L'Oreal. L'Oreal. I tell you. I hope when Key Glock come out of the jail, because I mean people gonna know more than likely what jail he's in because they got to take him to be processed. Okay, so when he comes out, he need to make sure that professional security is out there because them Negroes are gonna know exactly where he is at, and they'll pay a damn fool to sit out there and watch him. Right. So what he needs to be trying to do right now is make sure he call his professional security and tell them they better be out there, that's armed and all of that. They better be out there side that damn jail like the Taliban. Because now they got a location of where he is. We already know that it's a lot of people that's jealous of Key Glock, and they already know. They've been wanting to try and do something to that young man. He's quiet and he lets his success do all the loud talking. And they can't even stand that. Key Glock ain't did nothing to them. But I think Key Glock been talking about putting out a record, so he started talking about putting out something, all this stuff started happening. I mean, that's how it appears to me. Cecilia says, Big Mo, I remember that also, and they had to let Dolph go. The police were. So, I mean, I just think it's weird. But hey, I want for Key. Yeah, he been playing new. Okay, so Key Glock has been playing new music. They don't know when he's going to put out his new music. These boys have to be. These people trying to get their competition out the way somebody is. It seemed like to me. He's gonna have to back against the wall. Hold on. In the tank, holding tank. Someone might try him before he. Right. That's true, because when he walk into that jail, people are gonna know exactly who he is. So you're right. He needs to make sure he have his back up against the wall, and hopefully he'll get processed and won't even have to go to a cell. But it seems weird. Moneybag been around here cheesing for some reason. Don't he know that if anything happens to Key Glock, his career over? It's gonna all be for nothing. It's gonna all be for nothing. Hey, Shantae Jones. Shout out to Richmond, Virginia. Y'all. Moneybag got a video dropping. A Big Mo says Dolph been saying that about all the hate from the other side, but Glock smart. Dolph taught him well. Nene says shout out Tamara and Chad. Shout out to you, Nene. Now Cypress TV, come on, your CEO getting bet up by a female. Tamika, set up. Tamika sickening, ain't it? To somebody talk about God in them. Yeah, I tell you. Let me see if it's been any more video to drop. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, it's just that one video. Yeah, it's just that one video. I don't see any more video of it.
Maybe with the bag. But there's gonna be a ticket. Hey, what's up, Reddick? Hello?
No,
Hey,
I used to see the turn
signal on 1900 Piedmont.
The way
He
Key
said
Glock was
211,
talking,
so-
he kept telling them different things.
All right. Yeah, we'll come play after this. We're probably gonna have to go to city. All right.
Easily. I gotta go to the city.
No, not you.
What about me?
Yeah, because you got the warrant. It says they'll pick you up within 50 miles of Sandy Springs, and we're within 50 miles. So they'll probably want you, man.
Oh, for court. No,
Hey,
I used to see the turn
signal on 1900 Piedmont. Yeah, he said 211, so.
Y'all heard what Key Glock said. He said now he's saying the turn signal. Initially, I heard him say that it was because his windows were too dark. And you heard Key Glock said now he's saying it was the turn signal. So, I mean, whatever it was, I mean, it seemed bogus. You pull somebody over, even if it wasn't. I mean, the windows were too dark. You get them a citation, let them go on. But Key Glock said now he's saying it's a turn signal. Now you're gonna mess with somebody because they didn't turn on their turn signal. Ronald Gray. Hold on, let me see. Let me go back up. Hold on, Ronald. They said that they hit you by mistake. I'm gonna try to unhide you. Hold on. Y'all hit the like button for me. Like, share, and subscribe for me. Y'all like, share, and subscribe. I thought I saw Ronald Gray. Hold on, you guys. Um, Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to unblock somebody. If I can find his name. But in the meantime, y'all hit the like button for me. Um, I'm gonna have to go back and find it later because I don't see it. Yep, I'm gonna have to look through all the names because I don't see it. I just went back through my list and I don't see it. He went to jail for tinted windows. What you say? I got sauce. What you say? I got sauce. Y'all hit the like button for me. So y'all, do y'all think that he was set up? That's what I want to know. Do y'all think that he was set up, or do you all think that hey, like I said, I don't believe in coincidences. I don't. Um, I don't. I don't believe in coincidences. Um, I do believe that something is going on. And that's why I say what they're going to have to do is we see what they did to Honeycomb Brazy. And it seems like to me that's a practice when they can't take you out one way, they take you out another way. Now, Key Glock is not on paper, but if they can get him pulled over and sent to jail, hey, they do know where he is. So, like I said, when Key Glock comes out, he needs to make sure that his people have all types of security. Wherever he is staying at, hey, they need to make sure ain't nobody following them. Okay, they need to make sure that, and the security has ways of knowing if somebody is following them. So what he needs to do is have professional security out there. Y'all, who was it that blocked Ronald Gray? Because I don't see him. I don't even see him in the list. I'm gonna have to go all the way through the list. I don't see him. Okay. Um. Okay, by accident. Well, I know it was by accident. Because normally when you block them, you can unblock them. Normally, I can see when somebody has been hidden from the channel. For some reason, I can't see it, and he's not in my list yet. Maybe he'll be in my list after I go off or something. But I don't see it. I'll look for him after I get off. I'll look for it. I just have to go through. Because for some reason, everybody that be on the block list don't show up. But you guys, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe for me. Like, share, and subscribe. So, hey, according to Rest in Peace Young Dolph, something he says that something similar to this happened. What? They tried to get Glock again the other day or something. He was saying. That's true, ZK. Right. For some reason, everybody is blocked. For some reason, I can't see them. Everybody. Um. The only thing that I would say is I think that Key Glock and them should make sure that, like I said, they keep their head on swivel. Key Glock is he's a big star. And we already know that there's a lot of jealousy out there. He's definitely competition. They have been trying to get at that young man as probably before Young Dolph was taken out, even more so after he was taken out. So I think when he comes out of that jail, whenever he gets out, because at this point they know exactly where he is. When he walks out of the jail, he should already have his security. He might need to call the Nation of Islam to make sure that they are out there, and wherever they need to make sure that, like I said, security have ways of making sure that you are not being followed, right? So that they can get off of their trail, because Key Glock has he's very um they don't seem to be able to, he don't post his locations and stuff. It seemed like until after, we know when he's having concerts, and I'm sure when he has those concerts he's got professional security, but it looks like he's going to have to consistently keep professional security. I'm glad he's not on paper or anything like that, because for some reason people are playing games as it relates to them. Now they know that they probably are not going to, because if they wanted to play police games with them, they could, with whoever, they could definitely play it with them. But I'm sure they know that they're not going to. See, I'm the type, but I'm not street. I do to people what they do to me. Nothing says, yep, one thing for sure you have to show is your address at booking, right? Cypress, don't be telling them to go get Key Glock, because you already know we support Key Glock on this channel. Okay, he the biggest. He the biggest. They need to leave him alone. Key Glock stays out of the way, and he's doing a good job at representing Young Dolph's legacy. Okay, and they jealous of him. Cypress says he think it's just the police being the police. It maybe it could be, it could be, but I'm just saying it's strange. The feds go in on BEO Lil Kenny yesterday. BEO Lil Kenny said it himself. He said something is fishy. They go in on BEO Lil Kenny, and then today, Key Glock of all people get pulled over. Out of all people. And you heard Key Glock say, he said at first they was talking about, because I heard him say, we probably, if you be booked, it'll just, if for you, it'll probably just be because of the dark tinted windows. And you heard Key Glock say, now he's saying that it's for the signal, the turn signal. So I guess they pull him over because he didn't have a turn signal. Emerald says, I was watching the whole live. Key Glock good. They good. Good. I'm happy to hear that. Did they let him go? Because somebody sent me a message saying that they did not let him go. They told him they was going to have to take him in. So did they go ahead and let him go? And Cypress, you better be careful, my brother, before someone gets you in his suit and bow tie. Legacy says they need to make sure that security is legit. The Muslim security team, I believe they are called the Suture team. They are no joke, just like the FOI. Yeah, they're going to have to make sure that they always have professional security around them. That's just a must, because that's a way of being gotten. It's going to hurt them. So it'll, if they don't. So that'll be a way of messing with them. So they're going to have to make sure that they have professional security. The most hated words in a process and add on. Hopefully his jacket is squeaky clean. Yeah. The Black Barbie says, they're going to book him and give him a ticket. He has to pay it, and also he has the ticket for just tinted windows. His friend has a license to carry for those guns in the car. Good. She said the friend has a license to carry the guns in the car. I thought somebody put in the comments that they're taking the guns. So that's good that his friends had a license, but his friend just had a warrant. So I guess that's what they get him on, a warrant. The police have a tool that can check that tint on the spot. That's probably why they're changing the stop to a turn signal. CMG, Lord have mercy. Nakia says, okay. Yeah, because Key Glock did say he did. Now he's saying turn signal. So I don't know. Hey, like I said, what he needs to do is be concerned about, or make sure that he has the right type of security around him when he walks out of that jail. Because it has been very public. It's not hard to know exactly what jail that they sent him to. Right? And we already know that some of these folks are sick and desperate. Legacy says, keep Glock smooth and smart. He do. And Rose said his friend was trying to take Key Glock ticket for the weed. The officer didn't let him. They took the guns to another spot. His friend has to go get them. They told Key Glock he only getting a ticket. When do you go to jail for tinted windows or turn signal? Shaking my head. When the police want to mess with you. I mean, because, your windows can't be too dark. They can't be. Because they will pull you over when they're dark. I know in Tennessee it's against the law for them to be too dark. Because I went and got some windows tinted a little darker on one of my cars. Probably about 2 weeks ago, and the guy was like, no, we now it's going to be against the law for us to make them too dark, because you already got a light tint on this car. I was like, well, do it anyways. Tamika Jones says they have a law about limousine tinted windows. I mean, but you would think that they have bigger fish to fry than to be pulling him over for a tinted window. And then, like Glock said, he said now he's talking about a turn signal. The hip hop police are a bunch of bullies and haters. Yep, I'm telling you. Those not offenses that warrant that warrant you to get arrested. I would think that it would a citation. But one of the young men in the car had a warrant. I don't know. Hey, I wouldn't even think that they would really pull you over for nothing like that. Not unless you going real fast and all of that. You acting a fool. I mean, it seems strange to me. Somebody says, I'm here, I just can't type words. Who is that? Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Let me see who this is. Y'all hit the like button. Is that you, Miss Kitty? Okay, that's Miss Kitty. Miss Kitty, I thought I just saw you. Miss Kitty, I just saw you in the chat. Miss Kitty might be on my other channel because I've been seeing Miss Kitty in the chat. Hold on, I know what to do. Y'all hit the like button for me. Like, share, and subscribe. Hold on, you guys. Miss Kitty said they blocked her out the chat. Y'all hit the like button for me. I'm trying to do something, but it won't. It won't let me. It will not allow me to for some reason. Okay, here it is right here. Okay. We have two types of police in my neighborhood. The blue and white are more strict, but the gang unit be in the black SUV and they cool with females. They look for gangsters. When the cap bloggers get through with Glock, the story is gone. Yeah, you know what? I was looking at that. I saw where people are already starting to put out that Key Glock was arrested for Big Juke's murder and all of that. I mean, just hey, people, and it's gonna bring a lot of views, okay? And that's what they want. They're gonna put out that cap stuff, and it's gonna bring a lot of views. When I pulled up, it's clear what he was arrested for. It's clear what he was arrested for. Hold on, y'all. But anyways, y'all, like I said, I think I want them to keep their head on swivel. Like I said, Key Glock need to make sure that he has tight security around him when he gets out. You know, because processing can take a minute. Processing can take a minute. So he needs to make sure that he's got his tight security on the outside that's waiting on him to get out and have his SUV pulled up close to the door or whatever. And he got the money to do it, and make sure that they are not following him. Because like I said, I just find it awful strange that the feds went in on BEO Lil Kenny yesterday. Um, Miss Kitty, I can see you. You showing emojis. I can see you. Miss Kitty, you must be on my other page. Maybe they can't see you, but I can see you. It's purple and blue emojis. Big Pressure says, who got arrested for 10th thought? Key Glock. They pulled Key Glock over, and then he was in the back of the car. He says now they saying they getting him for not for a turn signal. So M. Rose says that the young man that was in the car with Key Glock, supposedly, the guns were registered. He was registered to have those guns. But he had a warrant. We don't know what the warrant is for, but he had a warrant. I even heard the officer say to Key Glock, you only getting a ticket for 3.5 weed. And Key said that ain't no 3.5, man. It was weed. I heard him say that. I pulled that up. Hold on. It's two different lives. Yeah, it is. It's two different lives. I got a live going on my Real Talk with Tamara 2 page and my Real Talk with Tamara, the main page. And it's somebody on here from Facebook. TMG always been putting police on pre. Sorry to say, it's something up. Well, Ronald Gray, if you're still in here, I am going to unblock you when I get off because I cannot find your name right now. They made a mistake and block you. I was trying to unblock you, but I got so many people blocked. I got so many people blocked. I got about 400 and something. Yeah, I got about 400 folks blocked in my list. So I'm gonna have to go through it after, because y'all know I just be blocking them. So Rhonda Grace, I'm gonna unblock you when I finish. I don't know if CMG did anything, but Dolph used to say that every time. Jamel Davidson said, okay, Cordero. Jamel says everybody with Glock need to be moving right, not slipping right. They definitely. Oh, Joy Loves God says she unblocked him. Maybe she did. Maybe that's why I can't find him in my unblocked list because I didn't see him in the unblocked list. Nakia, I'm glad you cleared that up because I didn't know either. Big Pressure says, I never heard of someone going to jail for tent or turn signal. Yeah, it's definitely something wrong. Maybe they thought that they was going to find something else. Maybe they thought that the weapons would not be registered because somebody says that Key Glock has a show tomorrow. So maybe they thought that they really was going to throw a monkey wrench in something. But more importantly, he's got to go and be processed. So Processing can take several hours, and it could take longer than several hours. So Key Glock need to make sure that when he walks out of there, that when he walks out of there, that he's got some tight security outside of there. That's what he's gonna have to do because these folks are sick. Shit. I'm not gonna block you, Michael. Damn, over 500 miserable people. I wonder how many are the same. Probably about 400 of them the same people because these folks on here sick. The man with God is always the man with Glock is always with him. He has a warrant for trespassing. So someone is blocking the subs. I miss a lot. Mm. Well, y'all, like I said, Key Glock is gonna have to keep his head on swivel. I'm not saying that nobody in CMG had anything to do with it. I'm just saying that the way that they've been moving or affiliated with CMG, I say that has anything to do with it. I'm just saying, that the way that they've been moving has been seeming a little strange. Um, it seems a little strange, right? So what we have to do is we have to continuously pray for Key Glock in them. I've never seen people so twisted in my life as it relates to a lot of the stuff that's been going on. And we know that Key Glock was one of the ones that was, he was up under Young Dolph a whole lot. And we know that Young Dolph taught him a whole lot because he was up under him, right? And as he should have. So sometimes I feel like people become afraid that Key Glock is going to end up. But if you look at Young Dolph's artists, in my opinion, all of them kind of took something from him. Kenny Money, Key Glock is flashy, but he's quieter and reserved. He let his success do a lot of the talking, as he should, and he does extremely well. Kenny Money is more in your face like Young Dolph was, and Kenny Money works extremely hard too. Big Moochie Grape is similar, right? Snoop Bands has a quiet loud. He has a reserved loud too, right? All of them. Okay, CEO Jizzle even reminds me of him. Wu seems to be a more reserved, loud. All of them are talented in different ways, and I think it's sad because people hated Young Dolph so much that that they want to continuously mess with his artists, and that's why when people was getting mad at me and they was talking about in the beginning that Key Glock had something to do with it. I did not subscribe to that. I did not. I knew that didn't. It wasn't. So because what happened to Young Dolph, they wanted to do the exact same thing to Key Glock, right? I think they felt like that these young men were going to fall off, and I think because that people wanted them to fall off, and you heard everybody on the internet because I heard it talking about when they knock the head off, the body follows. Well, Young Dolph was the head, right? And his artists were the body. But guess what? They did that to their head, but they've been able to pick up the pieces and continue going and going harder. I think it made them want to go harder. It's a darn shame that people be gunning for you just because of your potential, just because of what you do. So, I was getting attacked too. How come you ain't talking about Key Glock? Because this is my motherfucking channel, bitch. You don't run this channel because I don't talk about it, because I ain't gonna say nothing bad about him because I know he ain't have nothing to do with it. That's why you do what you want to do on your channel. You don't run mine. And so that's what I'm talking about. Like, people don't. That's why I say that it's been I've always had my suspicions about people, because it's one thing when folks do what they want to do. Like in your house, you do what you want to do. But you got some type of agenda or mental illness when you start trying to come at folks for what they choose to do in their own house. You a damn fool for real. Okay? You don't hear people around the Memphis area talking about Key Glock has something to do with what happened to young Dolph. I ain't never heard it. Not around the Memphis area. Okay? So if Key Glock had something to do with what had happened to young Dolph, why were they trying to get him too? Okay, why were they trying to get? They wanted the same thing to happen to him too. So, like I said, it seems like as it relates to young Dolph's artists, because they decided to continuously persevere, people people have been extremely jealous. I'm talking about in the industry of their success, right? They're making that independent money, and I think all they want to do is just wipe that out. Because you hear so many people now hollering about they want to copy Young Dolph's blueprint as it relates to independence, but they ain't really doing it independent. They still hijacking the artist. So they want to change the face of what true independence really is. And they can't stand to hear Key Glock and them bragging about truly getting that independent money, because they getting the real independent money. You hear everybody talking about as an independent. You know, when they was trying to talk about it, when Young Dolph was preaching independence, they wanted to try to discredit him and everything else, so much so that they took him out, because that's why he gone. Young Dolph is gone because he was insistent on persevering. When they wanted to sit him down, they was jealous of his success. Jealousy is as cruel as the grave, right? Thank you, ZK, for the cash out. Jealousy is as cruel as the grave. And so because of their hate, it's more so jealousy. It's jealousy to the point of hate. Because jealousy will have you going at people and you don't even know why you're going at them. I'm gonna get ready to go take them out. I done hired me a hitman. Have you ever even talked to that person? No. Has that person ever even done anything to you? No, but I'm getting ready to put a hit on them and take them out. Well, why are you gonna take them out? Because they had think that they something. Stupid motherfuckers. That's what people are doing. They are allowing jealousy to control them because they feel like that they are supposed to be able to control the success of somebody else, and that jealousy ultimately ruins their life. Because you got to understand, when you start messing with people and you think that you could throw a monkey wrench in their blessings, you are ultimately hurting yourself, because you got to reap what you sow. If P. Diddy, what's happening to P. Diddy ain't taught none of these damn fools nothing, I don't know what's going to teach them. I hear people say all the time, and it's so sad. That's why I'm so meticulous about who I deal with. When I say to people, you know what, you wrong for that. You wrong. You ain't got to do that to that person. That's low down. Don't do that. You're going to go to hell for that. I might go to hell for doing it, but I'm going to have fun on my way to hell. That's the way folks think now, all because they want to stop the success of somebody else. Yeah, I know karma gonna get me back, but I'm gonna have fun until karma get me back, when all you got to do is mind your own damn business, bitch. If you don't want to see somebody else successful, if you worried about your own house, you couldn't be looking in nobody else's house worrying about their success. And that's the reason why I be calling people out. How come you deal with that person, you know that they hating on somebody else? If you they friend, you need to tell them, nigga, you wrong, bitch. You is wrong. You's a sissy. Ain't no man got no business spending all of their damn time trying to set traps for another man. That's a damn sissy. Anybody else that's got a healthy mind working to try to get their money up, okay? They're working to try to get their money up. Because I'm going to tell you something about when I see that people got a jealous spirit, I don't fool with them. Even if that jealous spirit is not directed at me, you know why? Because it's in them. At some point, they're going to turn that gun at me. If I got something going on and they start seeing me get a little shine, they're gonna secretly turn that weapon at me and be shooting at me unbeknownst to me. So I don't deal with people that's got jealous spirits. And it seems like in the rap industry, it's a whole lot of damn sissies. They act like a bunch of damn women, catty and scratching all the time. If you got so much going on, you ain't got time to be messing with another man, trying to mess over his life. When I hear these folks sitting up talking about, I got this going on, I'm getting money. If you calling the police on folks, okay, simply because you jealous, not because they messing with you, but because you jealous. If you going behind closed doors trying to stop somebody from getting into a door, you got too much damn time on your hand, and you's a damn sissy if you're a man. If you're a woman, you just plain old pathetic. Okay? I think that's the problem now. You think about young Dolph that had that spirit of perseverance. So they couldn't stop him. Every time they tried to stop him, he found another way. You can't stop nobody with money. I think about my dad say that all the time when my dad would be running for office and they want to try to stop him. They couldn't stop him. You can't stop nobody that's got money. Okay? So they couldn't stop young Dolph because he was smart enough to figure out the recipe. Oh, they're gonna throw a monkey wrench in it. So I'm gonna have my own money. So he was able to pay his way into stuff, even though he knew that they were overcharging him, until people started saying his name and he didn't have to introduce himself no more. People started recognizing him. They couldn't stand that. All of this stuff is because one man out of Castelia was determined that he wanted to be successful, and you had a bunch of damn bitches, a bunch of bitch niggas that thought that they was God that wanted to stop him, and then they get mad at me because I'm from Memphis, and I get on here and say, motherfuckers, y'all wrong for making our city look like that. It's been many talents to come up out of Memphis. All of the talent that's in Memphis, all these young dudes talented. Hell, Gotti wasn't the first talent. You got 3-6 Mafia, Project Pat, Gangsta Pat, all of them. DJ Zerk, all of them paved the way for a lot of these little artists. They came before them. They wasn't taking each other out. Even if they was dissing at each other, they wasn't taking each other out. So you trying to tell me that a nigga getting his feelings so much and we accept it as consumers? That they feel like that they just can't control their jealousy so much. That's right, A-Ball and MJG. They couldn't control their jealousy so much. Okay? That they didn't know how to control themselves. That's characteristics of a woman. Because I'm telling y'all something years ago, and I'm telling y'all it is, where they feel like, I just got to take this dude out. I'm so mad. I'm so jealous. I know it's characteristics of a woman because I can remember years ago. I'm a woman and I know the type of emotions that we have. It ain't normal for these men to be having these damn emotions. Years and years ago, I caught my baby daddy at a girl house. I caught him there. My emotions, the emotions of a woman. I was so mad. I said, I'm getting ready to take my damn car and ram it into his truck because it was in her driveway. I almost couldn't control myself. Those are the emotions that women have. I ain't saying it was right. These men acting just like that. That's why I know it ain't normal. These men acting just like that. Instead, they going too far. They taking these men out. They taking them from their children. They taking them from their life, and they're ultimately creating bad karma for themselves. Because surely you got to know, when they did that to young Dolph, it was going to be a domino effect. Did they think that they was going to be able to take him out and nothing happened? Because he kept turning the other cheek because he didn't want to get no war going in Memphis. They was popping at him, hitting at him. They thought that they could just kill him. And nothing happened. And they created all this bad karma. Okay? For themselves, and then they shed a bad light where people should be looking at Memphis as the next Black Hollywood with all of this damn talent. Instead, they got these young dudes going at each other's heads because you take out somebody like Young Dolph, and you make these little dudes that looked up to him lose blood. They lost blood. That hurt them. And they think they're gonna get away with it, get on their Instagram, laugh, be all at the grave and stuff. So they start going to get other little dudes. My dad used to always say, young men have to die for wars that old men start. Young men die for wars that old men start. My dad was in the army. He always said it. Young men die for wars that old men go and start. It's been happening since the beginning of the time. These damn fools continuing that as the heathen would do, bringing it to already impoverished hoods. If you got a means and a way to help these dudes, why don't you help them? Don't you know they already suffering? I grew up in the heart of damn South Memphis, bitch. So it ain't nothing changed. It's always been impoverished. My dad grew up in North Memphis, so I already know around Smoky City. I already know that it's still impoverished over there. So ain't nothing changed. If these little dudes got a talent and you got a means and a way and your ass got out, nigga, why don't you help them the right way instead of dangling success and money in their face if you go and mess your life up? Because that's all they doing. And now we got this bad light on Memphis, and they get mad at me because I'm the only one brave enough to get on here and say, y'all's a bunch of bitch niggas for doing that. Y'all wrong. Everybody time come and go. 3-6 Mafia had their time. Everybody before 3-6 Mafia had their time. Young Dolph was going to have his time. He was trying to make the most of it. That's the reason why he started building a label, because he knew his time was going to come and go. That's why he got key locking them, because he knew their time was going to come. Their time come and go. It's been happening like that. No one man can decide that somebody else ain't going to be successful. I'm going to relish in this. This is mine. Okay? So they go get these young dudes. They help to make their lives miserable, although they grew up in the inner cities, in the urban areas, okay? No, Tierney, I can't see you posting. In the urban areas. Y'all, they blocking people on my page because they can't see me. I can't see them. Okay? And so what pisses me off so bad, they messing with Miss Kitty. Tierney says that they messing with her. I can't see her posting. Okay, when I start seeing folks in my chat I ain't never seen before, I guess I need to start getting suspicious. And so what they do is what they've done is they understand. They saw how these dudes' lives and stuff how they came up in the inner cities. They saw how we grew up in the hood, impoverished. Hey, but we weren't doing, even with us coming up like that, we already know they weren't doing that back in the day, because I came up in that era. So you weren't just taking folks out because you was jealous of them. The OGs weren't going to even allow it. So because this generation is a little off balanced, they ain't really had nothing to really look up to, no fatherly figure or anything like that. Y'all just throw them out there like they're a bunch of damn shitty dogs. Just throw them out there like that. Just send them out like that and get them killed. Nigga, if you got the means and a way to help them to become a success and to create some wealth, why don't you do that for real? You ain't got to hear about they impoverished, bitch. You motherfuckers grew up in the hood. Y'all grew up in them same areas, so you already know that they hurting and it's impoverished. Ain't nobody got to tell you. You experienced it. So this is what y'all do. Y'all helped to continue genocide going in the black community. After we, the black people, have helped to make a lot of these Negroes rich. We helped to make them rich. Nobody knew a lot of these folks. They city helped to put them on first. So this is what they do to the black community. Ain't nobody gonna tell them that because everybody wants some damn free cheese. Well, I ain't gonna say nothing. Your responsibility. If you up under a person, Tierney, I can see you now. If you up under a person, your responsibility, if you got their ear, is to tell them the truth. I ain't never seen so many jelly-back men in my life. They all on their knees for a damn piece of cheese, or they want to, I'm affiliated with such and such. Nigga, you need to get your bag up and take care of your damn family. Because if you sitting up letting a Negro send you out where you going to have to go to jail and be taken away from your woman and kids, you a damn failure and a sissy. All because you want to be affiliated with some dudes you think got some money? You let them send you out to be their damn hitman. I would be offended. Nigga, you think I'm a send out? That's what you think of me? I got a woman and kids. You think I'm going to go do your dirty work? F you. But you ain't got, they so jelly back. They ain't doing that now. I'll see if I can find some little dudes that's crashing out to do it and give them a bone. It ain't gonna be what they'll go do a shit. You could give them $10,000. $10,000 ain't enough to buy groceries for the whole year. But they understand that these little dudes is poor. They ain't never had nothing, so they throw them a bone. These folks is taking folks out for cheese. That's it. That's all. I got the seat at the table. Motherfucker, what you do when you was at the table? I ain't say nothing. Did you say something about how we need to, they need to be doing to give back to the community, to help the community? No. Did you say anything as it relates to helping to bring our people and to stop this genocide? No, I ain't do that. Well, then what you do while you was at the table, bitch? I'm the biggest. I was at the table. You was a damn sissy. You a jelly bag nigga. I ain't gonna be nowhere in no room. And the king can be looked at, whoever is in charge. Come to me and ask me something. That's the reason why them chiefs that I worked for, them police chiefs, when I was working in their office, one thing I do know, it's lonely at the top. They ain't got all the answers. Well, Miss Tamara, what you think about this? No, Chief, how you gonna put a man out of a job? My lieutenant came to me. I'm looking at this. They recommend that I fire this officer. What you think? No, Chief, how you gonna put a man out of a job? I think you need to rethink that. That's a man. He got a family. Look more into that. No, Chief, I don't think that's right. They had to ask me. No, I don't think that's right. I wasn't agreeable. I ain't never been agreeable. That's the reason why I sit by myself and stuff all the time. I blaze my own trails and shit. Because it ain't going to be no, They ain't even heard what you said. They want to be at the table so bad. They so jelly bad. They, Did you just hear what I said? They ain't heard nothing. They just agreeable. And that's the reason why our community is thrown off. Everybody too scared to say something. They looking at another man as being their God. Well, he helped me to eat. Well, nigga, you're going to have to go eat another way. These women going to have to start saying something. If that's their man. Well, he helping me to eat. Well, bitch, you're going to have to go get a job. Because if he helping you to eat and it's putting you in a situation where there's going to be some retaliation against me and your children, or you got to go away and do some time, you're going to have to rethink this. And you better think well. Because you can't choose no other man over me and your kids. Because I ain't going to be here for you when you get out. You might as well go and get you a man when you go to jail. Because it seemed like to me, you putting other men before you put your woman. That's what you want. So you might as well go ahead and chum me up to a man when you get out, nigga. Because I ain't going to be here if you leave me and your kids out here. Because you dealing with this nigga who don't think nothing of you. Okay? Because one thing that I do know, when people truly care about you, They don't put you in bad positions. When they got them business consultants that they be bragging about helping them to invest, you gonna be in them meetings. You ain't gonna be in no meetings talking about no hits. Nothing that's gonna cause retaliatory situations. They're gonna help you make some money for real, and you ain't gonna have to be out there talking about killing nobody either. It's a damn shame that some of these men so sorry that it's pathetic. They supposed to be leading their damn households. They sons ain't supposed to. These niggas ain't even supposed to feel comfortable enough to be having their sons here committing hits. Because they already know they're going to have to deal with Big Daddy. That's their daddy. No, man, you got to talk as men. You can't have my son doing that, dog. You can't have my son doing that. We got to talk as a man. That's my damn child. But you ain't got no men doing that. That's the reason why these sissies that get money feel so comfortable. Folks sit up and look up to people not because of their character no more. They looking up to them if they got some money. They ain't even got no character. It's a damn shame Memphis got all of this talent and these niggas ain't right. So you get somebody like Key Glock. You don't hear Key Glock throwing shots at nobody. You don't hear him throwing shots. The only crime it is with Key Glock is he is successful. That's it. That's all. The dude, whether you like his music or not, he getting money. He getting that money. He using and utilizing the gems that Daddy-O and Young Dolph has instilled on the inside of him. And it's a damn shame it seemed like in Memphis, the only crime, you can go and take a baby out, you can go take a woman out, you can go do anything, but you better not be successful. That's the only crime. And it's a darn shame before God. And it's these old niggas. Okay? Nigga, you sitting up talking about you affiliated with a gang and you in your 40s and 50s throwing up gang signs and shit with arthritis and shit all in your hand. You a damn sissy. You retarded. And I don't see how no woman wants you. I couldn't get wet for a nigga like that. Nigga, you throwing up gang signs in your 40s and 50s. You can't barely even run because of your knees. And you misguiding these young dudes. It's a darn shame. Okay? So it's got to be some change. Hey, people get mad at me. Listen, they talk about, well, you try to be protective of CEO Jizzle and them. Hey, CEO Jizzle is up next in Memphis. There's a lot of other little talented little dudes. I like the little dude that come from over there in West Memphis, right? I can't think of his name. That what's his name? Sampled this song. BG sampled this song and stuff. I like the money bag and them talented. But money bag them should be ashamed of themselves. They should be ashamed of themselves. They ain't doing it right. They have built their house on sand and they continuously building it on sand instead of trying to build some type of foundation. And anything that's built on sand can't stand. I'm telling you, that's the reason why everything crumbling. Just like with Diddy. Diddy built his house on sand. It took 30 years for him to get that. Because see, I'm going to tell y'all something. That God get back ain't nothing nice. That God get back ain't nothing nice. I done got my ass tore up out the frame by God for some things that I knew I shouldn't have did. That God get back ain't nothing nice. It's way worse than what any human can do. Okay. So people better be extremely careful. If they make their money, if they say they making the money they make your money, leave these folks alone. Because every action has a reaction. Stop messing with these folks. Stop thinking you could take out these folks, CEOs and stuff, right? Because I'm telling you, you're creating bad karma. Stop using these little dudes and gassing these little dudes up and sending them out to do these hits. Because what these little dudes don't understand is, what they're not going to tell them is that they already know that they being watched by the folks. They ain't going to get away with nothing. And so then when they go out and commit these hits, they going to disassociate themselves. Well, I did my part. I gave you the money. I told you not to get caught. That's what they do to these little dudes. And they left the fend by themselves. That money ain't going to last because the lawyer is going to get every dime of it. So what was the hit for when you got to spend all of it trying to defend yourself in court? And you still going to jail. They ruining lives out here, y'all, and they wrong. I'm a black woman. I got a right to say it. Okay? They ain't doing it right. They wrong. And they know they wrong. And these women ain't shit either. Because all they want is some damn red bottoms. Ain't no way I'm going to lay up next to a damn man and know he ain't doing it right and not say nothing. You supposed to have more influence on him than anybody. If you supposed to be his confidant, baby, you ain't doing that right. We're going to have to rethink this. We got kids and stuff. You can't have retaliation coming our way. Your little sons got to walk to school and stuff. Instead, yeah, my man is affiliated with such and such. I got red bottoms. Bitch, you still living in the projects, ho. Some of these women need to get some damn class about themselves. But that's why they promoting that whole culture, because they want these men to crash out, because women have a lot of influence over men. The right woman will. So now that's why you see a lot of these rats getting with them, and they encourage them to go and do certain stuff. Yeah, baby, go sell it, because we got to do it this way. I want this, I want that, because it's all about things. She ain't got the mind to help him build nothing, and if she do, it's built on sand. So this stuff got to stop. Leave Key Glock and them alone. If y'all got albums and stuff coming out, put your damn albums out. If you got that much confidence in yourself, hey, you ain't got to try to throw no monkey wrench out there. Put your album out and let it go to the top. Stop feeling like I'm going to take my competition and stuff out, because it's going to backfire on you, because you sure going to reap what you sow. It's too much stuff that's going on that ain't nobody calling out. And I'm just too surprised at these men letting this stuff go on. I can't stand no damn sissified man. I like real men. They know how to call stuff out, and they know how to do it. Because that's what real men do. Men are supposed to be the head. The reasons why a lot of this stuff is out of control, because a lot of these men ain't on their throne like they supposed to be, because they supposed to be leading the women and the damn children. Well, these women do, they too manly. That's because they put us in a position where we gotta run shit. Because they too damn jelly back for another man. Because anytime you feel like that you got to go do time because another man saying you got to take one for the team, you a failure to your damn woman. Because I'm not gonna have a man to go to jail. Well, he said that I'm gonna be taken care of when I gotta go do 15 years. Go on, pack your shit. Go ahead, pack your shit. Go on, go to jail. Go on, get your man while you in there. But you better know this, nigga. I ain't gonna be waiting for you when you get out. You made your choice. You chose that nigga. Because if you can leave me and your kids out here like that, you less than a man. What man wants you to go to jail and do time for him while he stay out and be with raise his damn kids? What about your woman and your kids? Bro took care of me while I was in jail. Yeah, he wanted your woman too. That's why he chose you to go to jail. And you leave your woman and your kids out here like that? Okay. I ain't gonna let this run my pressure up, because I get mad as hell. All of this stuff going on, everybody wants something to vlog on, but ain't nobody coming up with no damn solutions. See, I can't get on here and they say, well, you promoting this. Yeah, but motherfucker, I'm getting ready to tell the truth. You niggas need to stop. Memphis is supposed to be, okay. Memphis is supposed to be. Y'all, they messing with my chat. Monica says she can't type in the chat now. Memphis is supposed to be, I don't know what's going on, y'all. The next Black Hollywood with all the talent that's walking around in Memphis. Everybody coming into Memphis to get the talent. They're going straight into the hood, getting these little dudes that's already talented. But is they doing them right? Are they doing them right? Damn, all the fame. Are they helping them to create generational wealth? Are they making sure that it does not come with a price? Because it seems like to me they're going to get them so that they can beef with other rappers. And what these rappers better understand is they put big insurance policies on them. They have investments in these private prisons, so they winning. You know, everybody is making money off of the I guess the disorientation of Black people. Everybody makes money off of the advantage of our people. And what hurts me is you got other Black people that have joined in and is doing it. It's a damn shame that other Black men feel comfortable enough to kill a man because of jealousy and take them away from their families. They put their family at that point in the midst of karma. Okay? At that point, when you take somebody out, and y'all damn fools if y'all feel like folks don't call in and tell what happened. I done told y'all niggas I worked over there in Crime Stoppers for over 3 years. You're a damn fool if you think they don't. They ain't gonna call and tell. Somebody gonna call and tell. And so at that point, what you do is you put your family in the midst of bad karma. And then when they sit in court, well, you know, I ain't had nothing against dude. Well, what you kill him for? Why you do that? Why you put your mama and your grandmama? They said they were gonna move me. Your mama and grandmama ain't gonna let you move them to another state. They're not gonna pick up and leave their house. Are you okay with knowing that if they can't get with you, they're gonna get at your cousins and your aunties that's left in the hood? Do they think about that? They don't think about it. It ain't worth it. Make your rap money. Create some type of generational wealth. Take care of your family and take your ass home. That's what it should be about. That's it. That's all. Stop letting people make billions of dollars, because Black folks ain't making billions of dollars off of the disadvantage, off of the backs of our people, as they always have. Stop doing it, y'all. Key Glock is great. Let him be great. If you got an album coming out, have confidence in yourself. Put your damn album out. Stop honeycomb brazying folks. What they did to honeycomb brazy was just dirty. If they couldn't control him, they helped to send him back to jail when that dude was out there getting his money. That's wrong, y'all. It ain't right. Hell, some of these folks on here, they're talking about she loves the police. Yeah, I worked for the folks for almost 20 years. You know damn well I love the police. But hell, a lot of these ones that talk about they hate the police be communicating with them more than I do. Because hell, when I got friends that I parties with them. But you don't never hear me, you know, such and such, such and such, such and such. Did you do? No, I don't do that. I leave that to the ones that talk about they hate the police. I leave that to them. That's what they do. And they get with the police and try to ruin other people's lives because of their jealousy. If somebody out there doing dirt, do it for the right reason. Okay? But what pisses me off, oftentimes folks be trying to get folks taken out and they be pedos and all of that. Hell, they should be doing worse than anybody. But anyways, child, I ain't trying to get on here and get to preaching and stuff, but I mean, somebody got to say it. People keeping their mouths closed, right? Like I said, I don't deal with fence straddlers. I don't. My dad used to always say, listen, and yesterday was a year that my dad, 365 days that my dad had been dead. And I handled it very well. It's been 1 year. But my dad used to always say, when he would be running for office, he would say, that nigga is a fence straddler. So what I did was, I'm going to do him a favor. I'm going to push him over on the other side because I don't want him on my side. And so that's why you always hear me say, I can't stand a damn fence straddler. You got people that ride the fence so much, they got splinters up their ass. Everybody want to sit on the fence. Well, you know I'm neutral. Yeah, but when something wrong, you need to call it out. If you can't call it out, that means you ain't close enough to that person. You ain't got a close enough relationship with them. Get back here, Riley, to call them out. And if I ain't got a close enough relationship with somebody to call out when they wrong, I'm not gonna fool with them. I'm not. I don't hang around or have relationships with people that are useless. I don't. Well, me, we don't mess around. We don't, we ain't that close. We be hanging out, but I ain't close enough with him to you hang out with him every day though. Yeah, but we just be kicking it. That's how folks end up dead. I ain't kicking it with nobody, and the relationship is useless. I can't tell you when you wrong. That's asinine. That's an oxymoron. I can't fool with you. And that's the problem. People ain't being called out on their mess. And that's the reason why we see all of this mess going on, y'all. And it's got to be a change. It do. But anyways, y'all, I hope that Key Glock, I know I got completely off of subject, but I hope that Key Glock, when he gets out, because there have been conflicting stories. Folks are saying that they let him go, but I think they took him to be processed. Key Glock need to make sure, okay, that he has some security out there. If something happens to him, it's going to be obvious. When these artists start coming up, hit up, popped up, anything happened to these artists, anybody that is affiliated with it, that is in the music industry, if they got a label, if they got a career, it should be defunct. Okay? They can't make another dime. That's the only way this stuff gonna stop. Folks don't care about you getting on vlogs talking about them. They can get over that because folks forget about that. And they'll forget about that tomorrow. They'll be on to something new because people have the attention span of a damn gnat now. But you start messing with their money, they'll hear you loud and clear. Them record companies, them damn folks in the background gonna start telling them, you need to start, okay, now the money ain't coming in right. You're gonna have to start looking at other alternatives, or else we ain't gonna be able to finance you. That's the only way they're gonna listen to you. And so that's the reason why I say it's our fault if we continuously talk about it and not do anything about it as far as pulling back our resources, because we're looking at Black men single-handedly in the rap industry because they're being pushed to do it, commit genocide and destroy careers. So when folks get to hollering about, we saw that with Diddy. Folks, well, Diddy is a Black man. He was a Black man when he was messing all them damn artists out their money. He was a Black man then when he was doing that to Black artists. That's why I say I don't give a damn about him. I don't care what they do to him. They gave him that nigga call. And that is what happens at some point after you escort them into the Black community and let them destroy the Black community and do the agenda of them. Now they done with you. His booty hole toe up. He probably can't even hold shit. He have to wear a damn pad back there. They done screwed him royally and stretched it all out of shape. Now he leaking. They don't need him. He done tore up the Black community. He didn't distribute no wealth. So when people say, well, he made a lot of people famous, there is a difference in wealth and fame. Yeah, he might have made a whole lot of people famous, but they still working at Burger King. So that was a damn oxymoron. Hell, give me the money. I don't care nothing about no fame. He living in a damn house that look like it's a hotel off the backs of a lot of these artists that's broke, busted, and disgusted at this point, and they was very talented. He did it all through the 90s. Now the chickens have come home to roost. So now he's one time, we all Black, we all family. We was all Black and family when he was completing the agenda of the elites in the Black community, when he was trying to emasculate and annihilate masculinity in Black men. Okay? I don't care nothing about him. He wasn't our brother when he was doing that, or he was, but he chose to do something else. He chose to do it another way. They put him in a position of power because it was borrowed power. He wasn't really powerful. It was borrowed power. Because if he was, They couldn't be doing, if he was truly powerful, they couldn't be taking and doing all what they doing to him now. So now they're humiliating him, and the people that he messed over, the black people, he all talking about, we are family. We was all supposed to be family then when he was doing what he was doing. So I don't give a damn about Diddy. Okay? And what these people need to understand is that the same thing that's happening to Diddy, okay, with the humiliation ritual that they're doing, when you do wrong, that's the exact same thing that's going to happen to you. So you have to be very careful, especially when you are leading these young black men and helping them to crash out, because you know they have not had any guidance. They're already angry. Okay. And so what they're doing is wrong. And we have to be more responsible as older adults, right? Anyways. Oh, child. I hope that Key Glock gets out of jail. Okay. I hope that Key Glock gets out of jail and he's okay. And he has his security and everybody out there as he walks out of the jail. Because as I said before, I can, if my memory serves me correctly, hey, Truly Grateful, if my memory serves me correctly, there was a rapper in Chicago that went to jail. And then when he walked outside of the jail, and I'm not wishing that on him, I rebuke that. I'm just saying you have to be very careful. Okay, you have to be very careful. But now let me get this straight, because I know I was saying that, you know, I leave the telling to the people who claim that they hate the police. When you mess with me, you're going to get a report filed on you, because I don't bother nobody. You mess with me, you already know how I do it. I'm filing a report on you and a FBI reports when you get on here with your threats, because these are terroristic threats on a federal entity. So let's get that twisted. I'm real open with what I do. Ain't no damn 65 men got no business on here sending nobody to be messing with no woman anyways. You violate me, you mess with me, you're gonna get a report, and you're gonna get an FBI report on you. So I mean, but see, I'm a civilian. Okay. The ones that be doing it be the ones sitting there hollering about you's a snitch and you this. I'm talking about to the other dudes. They be the ones on here calling the folks on the people. And Rose says, Miss T, I know about that. It's a few incidents in Chicago at that jail. ATL ain't having that. Okay. Legacy says KTS Dre 64 times mother and grandmother got hit. But Kiko gonna be okay. Lord have mercy. Because I've been trying to do better, because I want to cuss money bag out, but I'm not gonna do it. Truly Grateful says, I have always despised Diddy ever since making the band when he made the walk across the New York Bridge for some cheesecake. Mm-hmm. I was looking at a guy who's on a national show. He's a reporter. And he said he had called Diddy and asked Diddy back in the 90s to have his cousin had just gotten out of college, a male cousin. He's a well-known reporter. I believe he's on CNN or somewhere. And so he said that Diddy, all of a sudden, that the internship just abruptly stopped. And he claims now, and I believe this is a lie, that his cousin never said why the internship abruptly stopped with Diddy. So he said that it was just recently, since the 90s, his cousin, who he talked to every day, finally had the guts to say to him the reason why the internship had stopped abruptly with Diddy was because P. Diddy had allegedly said to him while he was interning for him, I want you to go back to come back to my house with me and sleep with me. If not, the internship is over. And his cousin, who is not a gay man, says He told Diddy, I'm not doing it. And Diddy said the internship is over and you will not do intern with any other producers or a record company. Okay. So, I mean, he been doing it. He been doing it to people. And I'm supposed to feel sorry for him? Now all of a sudden they want us to feel sorry for him because he's black. But where was that same attitude when he chose to take advantage of the black community? Hold on for a second, guys. I'm trying to figure out how they knocking people up out of. Monica is still a moderator. She's still a moderator. And people being blocked. It's weird. Move. Shit. Yeah, Al Prophet is the man. I like Al Prophet. He was in here and he's a member. Shout out to Al Prophet. I love looking at his mob documentaries. But anyways, y'all, like I said, it ain't gonna get no better in the black community until black people, until we, and I'm a black woman, until we change our mindset. It's so easy for us to always try and outsource our problems. Well, you know the white man. Why you going there and take all them people out? I've heard it. Why you going there and kill all them people? Well, you know the white mans is always trying to keep us down. What's that got to do with you going there and taking all them people out? Well, you know the white mans is made it like that. That's why I did it. Why you going there and violate them women? You know the white mans just did it. The black men, the real black men, they're gonna have to start stepping forward. Cause see that move that ain't to be tolerated. People gonna have to start taking responsibility for what's going on. And I'm serious. We can't continuously outsource. Yeah, there have been some things that happen. There's a system set up. I ain't no damn fool as it relates to our people. But a lot of this stuff that people are doing, they are putting it on the people when it's their own low down self. Okay, it's got to be some order in our community. It's got to be some order. Everybody want a damn pacifier in their mouth. As I always say, if you in your 30s and 40s and late 20s and stuff, and you still sucking on the pacifier, you already know you mentally ill. Oh God, y'all. Anyways, y'all, we're gonna be praying for Key Glock. We're gonna be praying for BEO Lil Kenny, because child, the feds, he said it was some fish. The feds came in on him. We know BEO Lil Kenny is still on paper. BEO Lil Kenny. I started paying BEO Lil Kenny some attention because when BEO Lil Kenny was over at the halfway house, I believe he was in Nashville or something. BEO Lil Kenny, I would see him on his treadmill. He was doing his music. He was going up. Everybody was talking about him, and he would get on that treadmill. It's something about that mind, body, and soul. That means he got up and he was exercising every morning. There's some type of discipline there. So what BEO Lil Kenny needs to do is stay on the right track. He knows how to discipline his mind to make sure the mind, body, and soul lines up. He's gonna have to do it right. The people around him, they respect him. They're gonna do it right because BEO Lil Kenny slated to go all the way up. If you see that your partner got greatness on him, you watch his back and make sure he's not in any type of line of fire. Hey, when the folks send when the folks send the feds over there to him, I mean they could send the feds all day, but everything gonna be right. And that's why I say that they sitting up trying to honeycomb braze it Beolil Kenny, because they already know Beolil Kenny is still on paper. They know he's still on paper. Joy says the elites are in the process of getting rid of changing black gatekeepers. That's exactly what's going on. I'm gonna tell y'all something that what bothers me. The fact that they started taking Diddy down and all of the rest of them down. Hey, it's probably some new elites, because a lot of the old ones probably done croaked over. Hell, they done croaked out. They done did so much evil. Now they dead, and they should have been dead. All the evil that a lot of them do, right? So now it's some new ones rising up, and maybe Diddy ain't their favorite. But here's the thing that really bothers me, okay, is that is that they got somebody, because this new generation is so screwed up. They got somebody that's willing to be a Diddy 5.0. They don't care. They promise that they'll do anything as long as they get them the bag, even take out their own mama. That's how sick this newer generation is, y'all. That's how sick this newer generation is, okay? And that's the reason why I say we got to get back to the basics. People love things too much. They don't love people. They love things. And I think that's why everything is out of order. People don't love each other no more. They don't even respect their own lives. They don't respect life. They don't respect human life. All they respect is a Gucci bag. I'll do anything, including take this human out that has never done anything to me, to be able to get a Gucci bag. And that's temporary. Everybody building their house on sand, and it's just too much bad karma that is being put into the atmosphere, because whatever you sow, that's what you're gonna reap. They ain't teaching that no more. Child, Lord have mercy. But we're gonna be praying for Key Glock. We're gonna be praying for Beolil Kenny, to stay on the right track, to continuously do his thing. Okay. Beolil Kenny is doing good. Key Glock is doing good. All of them are doing good, and for all of this killing and stuff to stop. These OGs gonna have to step in and stop it, because they're the ones that's created this stuff. They created this stuff, and they're gonna have to step in and stop it. Okay. Yeah, free the Glockster. She said free the Glockster, y'all. Free the Glockster. Free Key Glock. Free his little friend too. His friend had a I wonder why, and they separated them and taking them to different jails. I heard him say, his friend, we're gonna have to take you to the city jail. They separating them. That seems strange to me, but maybe it ain't strange. That's a different state. Anyways, you guys, I gotta go ahead and put my chicken on the grill. I'm grilling some chicken, and I'm doing my broccoli and cauliflower casserole. It always tastes good. I'm gonna tell y'all I did today. I'm happy I got on here, helped to take my mind off of what I did. I had to go and film for my clients today for their TV show. So I had to go film for them. Y'all know Memphis Like Gas and Water has a TV show with me. So I had to go film with them for them, because they was giving out food and stuff for the community, the city of Memphis today, as they always do. Shout out to them for always doing a wonderful thing for the city of Memphis, the seniors. So after I left there, I was like, dog, what I need to do is I need to go and get my nails and stuff need to be done. So I went and got my nails done. I got different shades of blue and sparkly silver. Y'all know I love getting my nails and toes done. So I was so happy because he did my toes and stuff so good. And so then I was like, dog, well, Remy get ready to deliver, and I need to make sure I need to go get some furniture for some look, furniture and stuff for the puppies and stuff. I was thinking of some stuff that I needed to be able to put them in. So I was like, I need to go get Remy a bigger bed and all of that. So I went and did that. And I was like, well, dog, I want a new living room set. Y'all, I don't know. I don't know if when I went into that nail spa shop, I believe they had some happy gas up in there. They do be having wine. So I said, I need a new living room set. So I went into the furniture store, and the guy really thought he was gonna gank me. He really did, because he was like, I'm gonna give you a deal. And I said, well, I like sectionals, and I want one with a chase on it. And so he was like, oh, I'm gonna give you $100 off. And then he kept tallying up. And so I was like, okay, you give me $100 off. I was like, well, can you take off the delivery fee? Because they try to hit you hard with that. And he said, well, I can take off half of the delivery fee. I said, okay. And so then after he got through tallying up, he was like, well, this is what it's gonna be. He was like, you don't finance it? I was like, well, normally I do. That's just to help run my credit and stuff up. And he was like, well, I tell you what, since you're gonna finance it, it's gonna be this, and that. But if you was gonna pay for it cash, I said, so if I had paid for it cash, so what would it have been if I had paid for it cash? Well, if you had paid for it cash, I could have gave you a discount on this, and that. I would have took it all the way down to this. I said, well, I tell you what, I'm getting ready to pay for it cash. He looked at me so funny, because see, I know that's what they do. He tried to gank me. He said, you gonna pay for it cash? I said, yeah, you said you give me all them discounts if I paid for the living room set cash. You don't want to finance it? I said, no. I want to go ahead and pay for it cash. I want to get all them discounts. See, that's how they get you. They'll say, well, no, I had to do this, and that because you was financing it. And if he had been right, I would have. I was just going to pay it off early. That takes your credit up. But since he did that, he want to play games, because that's what they do to black people. I made him talk about all the discounts. My dad taught me that he was going to give me if I would have paid for it cash. Then I turned around and took that cash out on it. Give it to me cash. You said you was going to take off this, and that. Give it to me cash. He looked sick. That's how he thought he was going to gank me, and I ganked him. But I got a beautiful living room set coming, and I can't wait. So he had initially told me, yeah, and I could get it delivered to you by Saturday. So that man was so mad at me. He said, well, after he got my money, after I paid him, he said, I thought I was going to be able to get it delivered to you by Saturday, but you're probably going to have to wait till next week. I said, that's fine. Shit. My other set ain't going nowhere yet. I can wait. He was mad as hell. But that's what he said. He said if I had paid for it cash, the discount he could have gave me, this, and that. So I gave him cash. But financing it, he tried to run it up. Y'all, that's how they play us. I said, first of all, taxes never would have been that. Yeah, but I got to put the taxes on it since you finance the finance charges, and you finance it. You can't get it. They can't take the delivery fee off. I said, okay, I'm gonna pay for it cash. I could have and if you had paid for it cash, you could have got another discount. I said, okay, I'm gonna pay for it cash then. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you all the money right now. You don't want to finance it? I said, no, I want to pay for it all right now. Dirty dog. What I should have did was went to another furniture store, but I got him down so low. I mean, you have to deal with furniture people like you deal with the car salesmen. Anyways, you guys, and I went and bought me some wall stuff. I'm changing up my living room, and I got my nice little furniture coming in. Anyways, let me get off here so I can put my chicken on the grill. I hope he don't call me and say, well, my supervisor said that we out of that set. It's beautiful. They play games like that. You want to come in here and get something that's because they play games like that. Anyways, y'all, I'm gonna get off of here. I'll probably get back on tonight if I get time. I'm getting ready to y'all know Remy still I gotta put Remy furniture and stuff up. And I need to do some more stuff. I need to put my chicken on the grill. But I love you guys. I appreciate your support. All of you all support. Make sure you guys please like, share, and subscribe. If you like to support the channel, you could definitely support the channel via Cash App. Help me get some of my money back from the furniture I bought today. I'm just kidding. But I love you guys. Okay. I'll talk to you later.